there, crew, and welcome back to Conarium. I am your captain, Shayde Reynard, and in the last episode we found Dr. Faust after exploring some ancient ruins, but now we think it's all a delusion, but we're back in this weird-ass house again. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just slowly piecing it all together. We don't have our flashlight anymore. I hate that. Cool. Can I have my...
We need to be cautious, not to let anyone else see this grand collection. It could be extremely dangerous for both of us.
Excuse me. Ow. Grand collection, huh? Are those heads? Like actual heads? Oh, dude, don't just pick it up.
Preserved heads from Mesopotamian marshlands. Such cultivated minds kept in permanence by getting dried under the scorching sun with methods now lost to us.
Cool. I'm just picking that up with my hands. That's great. Okay, an alligator?
A stuffed, subadult Nile crocodile. One of the oldest creatures still living on the face of the earth.
Alright. I don't think there's something wrong with that.
A medicine man mask from Northwest Africa. A sacrifice ritual mask from Middle Africa.
Maybe if it wasn't in your private collection, I'd be okay with it. Oh, hey, a flashlight. Yeah. Like that. I mean, if it was presented to you as a gift by the tribe, then I might be okay with it. I don't know if you found it in some type of archaeological dig, maybe. I don't know, but I still think that sort of thing should probably be in a museum. Take the crowbar, sure, yeah. We got here some binoculars, a camera, a compass, notepad.
Looks like a preparation for a long trip.
Okay.
This relic is from Madagascar. I have two versions, but this one is extremely rare. It is called Hanalbi. Nobody knows exactly what it means, but from its symbolic depiction of a dark sphere inside a light one, it is thought that it could mean the underworld. I had it brought by an old captain friend who often visits that island for trading purposes.
Right. Is there something about this one? No? Okay. Good on this one.
This is exactly the same room I've been in one of my visions.
Okay. 1949. Huh. Okay then. I think we've looked at all those before.
According to legend, this very djembe belonged to a learned drummer from Senegal who can speak with the dead by rhythmically beating it.
That's cool. What's this?
A native drum from the Asmat people of New Guinea. Their creation myth says Phumerapits made the first carvings of men and women. By beating on this drum, Phumerapits caused the figures to dance, bringing them to life.
Cool. It's a penguin. Figure of an emperor penguin, a creature native to Antarctica. A nice penguin. Cool. Can you say something about this pot? No? Okay. I might say something about it. But I guess not. What do we got here? Okay. Old friend, what have you told me about the shared nature of the experience the Conarium provides? Made me think about necromantic means of data inquiry. I'm sure you remember what I told you about why certain corpses never decay, but rest firm and fat in their tombs for 1,000 years. I believe with some help from a certain acquaintance I can provide you with such specimens. This would be beneficial for both of us, I believe. Eagerly waiting your answer, H. Warren. Okay then. You want to dabble into necromancy, whatever. Just gonna let that go. What we got here?
Mask of an all-powerful moon goddess, esteemed by an eastern island tribe, now lost in time. It is from the private collection of the late famous hermit, Klaus von Herdeth. Don't ask me how I get it. I have my ways.
Okay. Sounds like a lot of stolen stuff, huh?
Elusive mask from the
Cool
submerged parts of Kerguelen Islands.
Is that all? Okay. Cool. Beans.
A cryptic mask with an untraced origin.
Looks cool as shit, though, dude. I actually have a thing for masks. I actually really like masks. I have my own little collection. Not like this, like, you know, but like Halloween masks and shit.
This is called the Mask of the Beholder.
Okay, that's cool.
Skulls from New Guinea that are believed to be housing protective spirits.
Okay. Okay, so I think we looked at all this then.
I need a phonograph cylinder.
Don't I have one? No. Okay. Dear E.W. Ross, how can we comprehend exactly how much time has passed since the erection of the earliest ziggurats of Sumeria? What can we know about the time-worn Sphinx still standing on the Giza Plateau? They only justify the sheer ignorance of mankind by forcefully making us admit our own instantaneous vibrations in the vast cosmos are but an illusion. Today I want to inform you about something that is equally as interesting as such edifices. That something, I presume, you will have a hard time believing. I have finally acquired some information regarding the fabled city of Rub al-Khali, which are said to have been built in the unrement age of certain wonders and rumored to have been intentionally submerged beneath the eternal shifting sands 1,000 years ago. There's even more to the story. According to a reliable source, there should be depictions or information about the locations of ancient Conariums buried within those halls. Within a few weeks, you'll receive a book containing the locations of those cities and a map predating all maps known today. I directly copied from the antediluvian originals. I am sure you are excited beyond imagination, eager to discuss these findings in detail, but that will have to wait a while since I'll be away for some time visiting the oriental wonders of the old world. I'm sure you know what I mean. Hope to see you soon, Harley Warren. Huh. Okay then. That's really cool looking.
Lizard spirit mask.
Is that all? Okay.
A serpentine ritual mask from India, which is said to have hypnotic effects on the one who deeply gazes into its eyes.
Guys, stare deeply into its eyes. Alright. Is that all that was in here? Nope. There's a note here. As told in some banned ancient volumes I was able to acquire, it is evident that Conarium, when properly adapted to work with the human psyche and physiology, can transcend the mind beyond the limits of time and space into a peculiar place we are yet to explore, if not for our own experiences corresponding exactly with the depictions provided in the Necronomicon and some other books of forgotten lore. I would easily declare myself a madman. Every time I hear Necronomicon, I think of Evil Dead, and I think of how you shouldn't fuck with it. So, conclusively, I have solid evidence printed out for me to justify the objectivity of my position. That dimension is completely devoid of light, and other than some small glowing and morphing geometrical shapes appearing and disappearing momentarily around us, it also feels extremely cold, but I do believe these are just null sensations that our physical bodies attain from what is otherwise impossible to acquire without the Conarium. It is not for us to see the fantastic void with a pair of corporeal eyes, and possibly we are the first explorers to ever reach this ancient forbidden place. But the question now weighing heavily in my mind is whether we could ever fully understand the experience with the hindrance of our own limited sensations. Interesting. I love the writing in this game. It's absolutely fantastic.
Locked.
Okay. Am I supposed to do something with this? Click. No? Okay, well, I have a crowbar, so you know what? Let's just crowbar that door. How about that? Can I? No? Really? I can't crowbar the door? Cool. I mean, that's why I have a crowbar, right? Do crowbar things? Like doors you can't get past? Okay. And this house is really worn down.
Locked.
Can I crowbar this door? No. Of course I can't. Okay, maybe I can go back upstairs? I have no idea. I don't imagine I missed anything. I'm really not sure. Okay, why the creepy music? Alright. I'm hearing like a weird like clicking noise. I don't know what that is. Hey, there's a door here. I didn't see this before. Must have walked right past it a couple of times. Basement's my favorite. Oh. Sarcophagi. Fun.
Looks like something's missing.
Can I crowbar this door? No? Cool. What's this say? Okay, lying outside the known space of space-time Conarium. This is a dimension to which the gate is knowledge, and the key is the Conarium. As we start to shed our fleshly bindings, we start to perceive more and more. If we inquire by merely knowing and thinking on any subject matter, windows to related time and space open up before our non-material selves, our minds. And what's better, we've grasped that the experiences in the sessions are shared, even improved by all the attendees' personal knowledge. Even thinking about the possibilities that may bestow upon us in our quest for transcending the limits of our mortal bodies is about to make me crazy. But sometimes I wonder what has been keeping our sanity intact inside these forbidden places, behind the thick walls of pitch darkness surrounding us. There is something looming, whispering in my ears in a language familiar, yet I cannot discern its content. Yeah. You ever think maybe you shouldn't go mucking about with that sort of shit? Maybe, just a little bit. Anybody's quest for ever needing to know more is always not the best thing. Not that it discern progress, however, but, you know, maybe you should just leave some shit the fuck alone. Okay, I don't think there's anything in here I can mess around with. Oh, there's a
I need something that can fit.
crowbar?
I need to figure out what is needed.
I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine, friend. Okay. Secondary component, primary component, interior mounted on a glove. Okay. Oh. Excuse me?
It sounded like the floor is hollow back there.
Huh. I'm glad I just stumbled upon that. What is this? Okay. Like that. What's this? Tube. Cool. Oh, that's a phonograph cylinder. Okay.
When using Conarium, we are able to be seen as well as to see. For some time, I was detecting a conscious something, previously unseen by my rudimentary vestiges. Only lately, it becomes clear to me. Now it comes into every session. It seems to materialize more and more each time. I won't attempt describing it, but only would say that it's not benevolent. From what I can get from its glowing semblance, which I believe is used as a way of communication, it can sense you, only if you spend a considerable time within the sessions. I've read about it in the cursed Necronomicon and some elusive records compiled from deep-rooted Bedouin oral literature. Thus learned that it tries reaching the corporeal vessel to dominate and execute the wanderers of the beyond, such as ourselves. But again, against all warnings, I was a fool to believe that I can stop it with just simple signs and incantations. As a resort, we ended up lighting up the place with myriads of candles as well as electrical lamps, but still shiver with fear with every noise our rundown enclave is causing, isolated from ancient darkness of the night.
Okay then. Like I said, maybe you shouldn't go fucking about with things that you have no business fucking with.
Looks like I'm missing something.
Can I use this? No? Okay, well that doesn't go there. Well, where the hell's that go? Okay. It's got 3 prongs on it. I have no idea what that goes to. Interesting. Was there anything else in here that I could... No? Can't interact with the books then? Alright, there's gotta be... Okay. You guys hear that board snapping, dude? That almost gave me a freaking heart attack. What the hell that was, but I don't like it. I don't feel like I'm alone anymore. My sense of calm is gone. Every time, like, that music starts up in that, like, sharp pitch, dude, gets me. Okay, well, there's nothing in here that I know of right now.
Looks like a preparation for a long trip.
Oh, yeah, I can go into the basement and, put the thingy in here. Yeah? Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Yet another puzzle. There's gotta be something I use the crowbar on to get access to the other thing. I'm gonna head back upstairs. Gotta be something upstairs I missed. Is there an attic, maybe? Just not sure. Oh, another journal entry. Having heightened my knowledge of the arcane arts, I find myself contemplating the subject of universals, whether definitions exist in nature of things or in mere conceptions, illusionary and perhaps a sheer product of human language. Our means of receiving impressions are absolutely few, or absurdly few, and our notions of surrounding objects infinitely narrow. We see things... Okay, could you focus? Thank you. Just went all blurry for a second there. We see things only as we are constructed to see them, and can gain no idea of their absolute nature. So what lies beyond the woven limits of the flesh we've been trapped in, and is it really possible to pass beyond it all at least once? What do we know of the world and the universe around us? For the last 10 years of my rough life, I've lived with the undulating echoes of those scorching questions that have rendered me a ghost amongst the flocks. But yesternight I finally got some answers. During the last session, Frank and I managed to get the printer to work, and even though the results were blurry, we have the first empirical proof of what we saw out there. Interesting. Doesn't help me figure out what the crowbar's used for. Where'd it go? I thought I had the crowbar on. Oh, is it gone now? Okay.
Looks like something's missing here.
Yeah, but what? I haven't been able to find anything. I don't think those drawings have anything to do with the thing downstairs. I may just have to fuck around with it for a while. I don't know. One 613. I don't know if that has anything to do with that. I didn't see a safe anywhere. Is there a safe? Is that a combination to a safe? 1613. I don't know, guys. Okay, well, I found a letter, so... Dear friend, judging from the tone of your last correspondence, I see that you were shocked to hear how far I've been able to progress. You've asked me how I did it, and here I tell you every detail. I believe you remember my mentioning to you a young gentleman named Frank Gilman from Istotonic University. When I saw his thesis on the pineal gland, its developmental and structural evolution, and decadence over the course of 1,000 years, I knew I was the one step closer to freeing myself from the chains of our corporeal limits. Harley, that boy was able to understand the underlying notions and spot the details I was unsure of. I contacted and only partly told him about my research so that he may not treat me as others did. As a man of science, I was sure that he would get anxious, and so he did. After days and nights of meticulous work, changing the design of the machine I originally built and fine-tuning it to adapt to our physiology, we managed to make the device work without rejection by the brain. It was not a design for humans, yet we managed to prepare it for us. You remember how those so-called scientific communities mocked me when I first told them about my theory of transcending the human senses using the mechanical device? To hell with them. They mocked me with the assertion that it cannot be tested by current methods of scientific inquiry, and here it is, giving enough empirical data related to the sessions. It is an alien sensation using it, seeing and feeling without the help of one's corporeal body while floating easily in the ocean of darkness. I will write to you again in the coming weeks and invite you to personally see the results. Kind regards, E.W. Ross. Okay. I don't remember that box being there before. Like, I've walked into this room a few times and I didn't see it sitting there on the floor. Also don't have my hand thing anymore. Now I'm searching thoroughly through like every room to make sure I didn't miss something small like that.
What?
Maybe there's something in the basement that I missed. There's gotta be. Why is it those, though? Okay, guys, so I looked up the way to get past it, but I still don't understand why the puzzle was that. I don't get it. And, like, apparently it's got something to do with, this calendar here, and the dates that are circled, 6, 13, and 1, and that has to correlate to the items in the cases. And, like, I see this one, and I see a skull. That is all I see on this. I don't get how that correlates to the door at all. And upstairs, one of the other ones is a shrunken head, and apparently that has, like... This was 6, 13, and 1. And, I forget what the other ones were. What was it? 6. Here we are. Like, this one was the moon goddess, so that one kind of makes sense. With the moon crescent that was on the door. I mean, it said something about the paintings, but I don't get how any of the paintings, because I've looked at all of them, and I don't get how any of them correlate to... I don't know. It's one of those puzzles that, to me, is extremely convoluted, and I don't get it, and there's not really anything that points in that direction, and I still have no idea what that little pedestal in the room has anything to do with anything. So yeah, I looked it up, and I saw this solution for it, so yeah. It just seemed like one of those puzzles that doesn't make any goddamn sense. Okay, here's another one of those cylinders for the thingy. I don't know. Like, it just, none of it made any sense.
In archaic myths, lurking in shunned and forbidden volumes, I've been able to trace some parts, speaking about a device of non-terrestrial origin that is capable of much more than I could ever imagine. Ancient Conariums, I will call them. Machines which are said to have been built long before mankind ever tread on this planet. The very source of the design I've used to make my own version of the machine.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's a Cthulhu mask for sure. Highly ornamental wooden mask clearly depicts the cephalopod creature. Just looking at it gives me the shivers. Oh. Now we have that. Cool.
I hope the ladder doesn't give out under my weight.
Yeah, like, honestly, the door puzzle doesn't make any sense to me. And like I said, the little pedestal thing, I never figured out, like, what goes in it or anything. Like, I have no idea. If I miss something, I miss something. I have no clue. I already know I've missed a bunch of stuff in this game, so... I mean, I'll probably end up playing through it on my own again to go back and check out all the things that I missed and be a lot more thorough. Probably play this through with a walkthrough. That way I get all the little things. But, I don't know. Like, that puzzle just didn't make any sense to me, and I was just confused. I didn't get it. Like, none of it seemed to make any sense to me. That don't look human. That didn't look like one of those lizard people either.
I need a phonograph cylinder.
It's not one of those around here? No box or something for me to open. Oh, hey, yeah, here's one. Blinded by the light. Okay. I don't know what that's for.
It is said that ancient Conariums have the ability to transfer one's mind outside, through the endless vacuum, into other receiving Conariums. Just think about the possibility of shedding off the earthbound mortal coil to reach to the stars and yonder, as a free agent to see the grand scheme above and beyond the third dimension. Being able to contemplate vistas and sense things you could never ever dream of with the help of the bodily sensations. Finally, we shall overleap time, space, and dimensions, and without bodily motion peer to the bottom of creation. Yes, I know how this sounds to you. This is incomprehensible even for someone like me who spent almost a lifetime on such arcane topics. It is just sad to see. The knowledge has been out there all the time forevermore, and we failed to read between the lines.
So yeah, sending your soul into another dimension doesn't sound like the best thing to be doing, just saying. Okay. Cool. Is that all that's here? I guess so. Let's boop this and see what happens.
I remember this place, and what we achieved here. Violating the laws of nature with the help of those dead bodies brought here secretly from only God knows where. Forcing them to cooperate by the means of the cursed necromancy, and dreaming their dreams in those profane sessions to learn forbidden knowledge. Now I can distinctly see how pure madness once roamed here, within our own shoes.
Yeah. Necromancy's not the best way of going about things, just saying. You just gonna repeat what you said? Yeah. Okay. Is that all? Are we done here? I mean... Is that it? Is there anything else? I feel like I came down here for nothing. A whole boatload of nothing. Oh hey, there's a door here.
It's locked.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
It's stuck. It's stuck. It won't open.
Oh. Maybe that goes to the thingy upstairs? At this point, it's kind of my only hope. Oh, cool. I skipped that animation. Awesome. Just run along now. Let's drop that coin in here, shall we? Okay, well now what? What did that do? I can't do it again, apparently. Did it unlock the door? No. Oh! That's what that did.
I don't exactly remember this device, but the projected image is the same as the star map I've seen on the dome in the underground level of the pre-human city. What was it that Dr. Faust was looking for?
Okay. Cool.
I don't exactly remember this device,
Okay.
but the projected image is the same with the star map I've seen
can't
on
skip
the
that
dome
either.
in the underground level of the pre-human city. What was it that Dr. Faust was looking for?
Okay, so we're not going to click that again. I don't know, dude. I don't know. And I am at a hell of a loss at this point.
Locked.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I have no idea what we're doing now. I think I've solved all the puzzles I need to solve here. I'm really not sure what's next. Other than leaving.
Locked. Looks like a preparation for a long trip.
Sure, yeah, cool. What the hell do we do next, man? that wasn't here earlier. Darkness within. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that wasn't up here earlier. Because I've walked right past that quite a few times. I've noticed that with this game, I think, at least unless I'm completely unobservant, which is entirely possible. But I've noticed that I'll walk through an area and then things will be different when I come back through. Slightly different. Like something new will pop up that I did not see before. It's like why I keep trying the doors and stuff. So maybe, I don't know, they might just pop open or something at some point. I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do now. It's getting frustrating.
It's locked.
What keys? Key. I didn't see that before. I think I just need to be a little bit more thorough. Unless the key was not there before, which is entirely possible. I believe it is. Yeah, that doesn't look cool. Don't like that. What are you? Your tablet thing?
I knew it. All those years of extensive research have not been in vain. Here it is, lying dormant and standing still beneath the eternally shifting sands of Rubal Khali for who knows how many millennia.
Uh-huh. Cool. Yeah, cool. We got our flashlight. We got a new axe. Alright, alright. And I'm stuck again. Okay, there we go. Like I said, this game needs a jump button. Okay, I've noted down the symbol. Interesting. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. I am. Except for the puzzles that are a little bit irritating. Because, like, puzzles need to be really clear-cut in games. And when they're not, it makes it really difficult to complete those puzzles. Like, it doesn't need to be extremely clear-cut, but there needs to be hints or something in the way to show you what you need to see. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. And we'll see where this journey ends. Ta-ta.